verse of the
Yeah, I got one. This is John chapter 3, verse 36. He that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life, and he that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of the Most High abideth on him. So what? Shit, if you believe on Yahushua wholeheartedly, what, you gonna be saved. You gonna have that everlasting life. And what if you don't believe that what he is the Son of the Most High, then shit, what, you gonna see the wrath that what? That's from the Most High, and it's gonna be showed through him. That's gonna be his wrath upon you. And that's only to Israel.
Get down and lay down. That's the saying. Alright, Isaiah 49 and 6. Precept with Acts 13 and 27. Yeah. All that half there, you should
49 to 6.
hey.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 6.
Hold on.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel.
Who?
The preserved.
So somebody was set up to be, I'm gonna have you on standby. You're gonna go through the same shit everybody else go through, but I'm gonna have you on standby at the end to wake up. Read above that a little bit.
Verse or in that same. And now said the Most High that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
To bring Jacob again to him. Again. Go ahead.
Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my power shall be my strength.
Right.
Start over or keep it over?
Let's start it over.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel.
To restore the preserved of Israel. It's a light thing, right?
Restore.
Yeah. Read the first one again.
And now said the Most High that formed me from the womb.
Formed me from the womb to do what?
To be his servant.
To be his servant. That means you're what? Oh, what called meant?
Chosen.
Chosen by the Most High.
Chosen by the Most High.
Bid to the banquet.
Yep. Invited. Personal invitation. Okay. Go ahead.
I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles.
Right, a light. You're going to shine that light on over.
That thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
Right. So that's all scattered Israelites. You know what I'm saying? All scattered Israelites. Precept for me.
Well, this is Acts chapter 13, verse 47. For so hath the Lord commanded us, saying, I have set thee to be a light of the Gentiles.
Look at that. So the same people, spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, bro. Same way back then, what you see right now. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, read it out.
That thou shouldest be for salvation unto the ends of the earth.
There you go. Ends of the earth, bro. So, it's going to be men reserved, set up, that were scattered in slavery to wake up and do the things that they're supposed to be doing through the spirit, bro. That's cold cuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's showing what? That's showing reincarnation.
Right.
It's Psalms chapter 50 and verse, I'm going to start at 3. I'm going to start at 2. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, the Most High have shined. Our power shall come and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about. He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
We know who that was.
Yeah.
By sacrifice. That's Israelites. By sacrifice. Right. Okay. I'm going to just go through, man. Let me get Romans 1 and 16, Acts 16 and 17. Acts 13, 26 and 47.
Ooh.
Everybody got one? Zechariah 9 and 9. Somebody get Jeremiah 3 and 23 too. Pass that down.
Acts 13. I got the last one.
Yeah.
Say Zechariah and go
9 and 9. I enjoy y'all shit.
Said Jeremiah 13.
Jeremiah 3 and 23. Just go ahead there. Zechariah 9 and 9. Acts 13. What else? Right.
All right, look. This is Jeremiah 3:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in Yahweh our power is the salvation of Israel. It's Jeremiah 3:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills
Right.
and from the
And
multitude.
that's this right here. I don't know how good you can see it. It's Pentecostals. You see that? That's salvation hope from the hills. Okay? It's vanity. It's vanity, bro. You see it on that?
That's what shit. They not gonna receive salvation. It's
Right.
not meant for them.
Finish it off.
And from the multitude of mountains.
Multitude of mountains. So all these other nations, bro, it's in vain. Salvation is in vain. Go ahead.
Truly in Yahweh our power is salvation of Israel.
Of Israel. That's where you get salvation from. That's what salvation is for. Next week.
Acts chapter 16, verse 17. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Power, which shew unto us the way of salvation.
Read that again,
Show
bro.
us the way.
Read that again. Hey, whenever it come out, bro, hey, if a precept follow, knock it down. Read it again.
Acts chapter 16, verse 17. It says, The same followed Paul and us.
Read up the verse.
This is Acts chapter 16, verse 16. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Power, which shew unto us the way of salvation.
The way of salvation. These men that follow Paul, that spirit that Yahweh Shai, when he died, he left to these men who were preserved. They were preserved to do this. Okay? I set it forth in play. These men are going to do exactly what the hell I done when I was there. Read that again, bro. Read that again. 17. Read that again.
Acts chapter 16, verse 17. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Power, which shew unto us the way of salvation.
Which showed us the way to salvation. These same men that was preserved. They passed it to us. They showed it to us the way that it was supposed to be done through that spirit. They were preserved to do this. And y'all got praise running.
This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein. And ye shall find a rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. So what? They was set up. They was basically what? Asking for the old paths. Asking what's going to lead us into that salvation.
Right. With the shoes. was showed unto us what was preserved, how to get to salvation. It was showed to us. Kind of like you have some men that wake up and it's their job to send forth because they were preserved to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said Paul, like these men follow Paul, and they showed us the way to salvation, but it all came from Yahweh Shah. Okay?
This Psalms 51, and I'm gonna start at 12. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee.
Man, read that again, dog. Break that down.
It says, restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways.
Hold on. Start at the top again.
Yeah, it just clicked.
Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit.
Free spirit.
Free spirit.
That free spirit that you freely given
It
it
was
to
freely-
who you want
yeah.
to have it.
It was
But it was preserved to some people.
God.
We know you're not gonna freely give it to anybody.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Your video, bro. When I watched your video, you basically said on how wisdom is not going to just go with anybody.
Yeah, right,
bro.
right.
Wisdom-
It
wisdom
said that. It's like because it was Wisdom of Solomon 9. Somebody grabbed it. 9 and but it was like it preserved. It said something about being preserved.
Oh, I know exactly where it is. I'm trying to.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9. I'm gonna start at 9. And wisdom was with thee, which knoweth thy works, and was present when thou madest the world. You want me to read from there?
I got it.
Oh, I see it. Verse 11. For she knoweth and understandeth all things, and she shall lead me soberly in my doings and preserve me in her power. Is that
No.
it?
It's 13.
Chapter 13?
Verse 13.
13?
Watch this, bro.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9, verse 13. For what man is he that...
Hold on. 13.
Is it chapter 13?
No, it's not chapter 13. But it says, it's 6. Hold on.
Verse 6?
Yes, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6. Chapter 6, bro. Chapter 6, verse 13.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out, bro.
This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6, verse 13. She prevented them that desire her.
So she prevented, because everybody wants the wisdom. But it's like she prevented them from getting it because, motherfucker, I don't know you. You walking up to me, you asking me to impart wisdom upon you, but I have to first search you out to see if you're worthy or if you can obtain me.
Bro, and just
You know
think
what I'm
about it on a physical standpoint. You walk up to a female and you just try to get them skins. She's not gonna do that. Like just think about it. She gotta what? You gotta what? You gotta
to
test
know
her
her.
out. You gotta get to know her.
You gotta put some work in.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it's telling you, bro. It says she prevented
Prevented them. Like
She
hold
like,
on.
oh yeah, you gotta hold up, bro. I gotta see if you're worthy, if you can handle the wisdom that, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't handle this, bro. Because it begins sweet, and it gets bitter in your belly, and then it's like, oh man, I can't take it. Then you throwing up, kind of like in the Matrix.
Right.
When he was telling Neo, this is this. This is this. He was like, no, and he turned around and threw up because he couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is not for everybody, bro.
That's why I say, if you're worthy of it.
Right.
Like prime example, because you brought up on the physical tense, like with Jacob and Lebanon. Oh, was it Laban? It's on Laban. Jacob and Laban. When he wanted Rachel and them, Laban was like, look, I'm gonna check you out and see. He was like, he basically made him work for it. Same thing with the wisdom. Oh yeah, you put your hand on this plow, now you hate it. You know, everybody don't like you. Then as you continue to grow, you're gonna get more wisdom. Now you understand. Well, hold on. You got some more on the wisdom side?
And making herself first known unto them.
Yeah. You see that? And making herself, read it all together now.
All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 13. She prevented them that desire her, and making herself first known unto them.
So, you got to make yourself, it got to be known. It has to be known, bro. I got to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going, hey, because wisdom is too high for a fool, bro.
Just thinking that.
Wisdom is too high for a fool. You can't give the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You can't give this information to anybody because they'll take it and the way they use it, it'll be used improperly, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter,
Right.
nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin.
Right. Right. Go ahead.
I
Speak on it.
Oh shit, hey, most people they can't, you feel me, obtain this wisdom, man, because they subject to sin. You know,
Right.
like you was saying, a fool gonna get this wisdom, but he not gonna spew it out. You feel me, the correct way.
Right. It says, it shall not enter into a
Into
malicious
malicious
soul. So, if you just a nigga walking around, shit, man, fuck it, man, we gonna fuck these bitches and all. You can't put wisdom into something like that because it's not gonna benefit no one. Because check this out. If somebody came up here and they saw us and we speaking and everybody was constantly in the mind frame of looking and acting like a nigga, we had our pants sagging, we had blunts rolled up in our ears, they would know, man, these dudes don't know what the hell they talking about.